Hello.
We our guest is here finally. He shows up. So we were talking to now. We're kidding. We weren't waiting for you. Anywho, we have Mr. Cody Parson. I like to call him Mr. Music Man of Clarksville. For many years, he was doing the same thing I kind of was doing too, booking shows and having fun doing it. Right?
Something like that. Once upon a time.
Cody was in bands like Whiskey Angel. He was in a band called, well, he's currently still in Toxic Patterns, and his current baby that he's running full speed with, The Heavy Change. And not to mention, he is the mastermind behind Possum Stock. 20 years now?
The annual kind of like party we started in 2012, but Possum Stock, as it's been called, Possum Stock since 2014. So 12 years.
Okay. Now,
in the grand scheme of any kind of annual music festival or event, is pretty long.
especially DIY. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You ain't lying, Daddy. You ain't lying one day a bit.
And well, we'll talk about Possum Stock right off the bat here because it's actually it's this weekend when it releases. It'll be this weekend. So, you know, you've done this. I've played it. We've played in a muddy fucking cornfield in Kentucky. That was fun. But you know, you've always put all the locals on. You know, no matter what style of music they've played it. You know, Guerrilla Warfare, All My Berry, they're all heavy bands. Modern Primate, heavy bands. Plus, you throw the homies on because you have a lot of homies. You got a lot of homies,
man.
But this year, I see you have resurrected a band that is going to be playing, and I am kind of fucking stoked. I just hope I can make it. But my friend, the fucking Ghost, bro.
Clarksville pop punk royalty.
Bro.
The emo era of Clarksville incarnate in a band.
I remember when that band was hot, you know what I'm saying? Everybody fucking loved that band. You know,
yeah, man.
They went on a tour and I made the tour poster and I was like, they're not gonna use it. And they fucking used it, and I was excited, right? Because I used to make lots of tour posters for bands, and
right.
And they would maybe use it or not, which is fine. It was the MySpace days, but they fucking used it, man.
That's all.
I did.
I love
that.
I
made it, Mom. Nah, but anyway, how did that come about? To you getting them on? Was this something that you wanted to be done, or did they contact you?
Man, honestly, I will put that ball in their court. I was kind of mulling over a couple different headliners that I kind of wanted anyway. And I had kind of started the conversation with Charles Irwin, and he kind of started the conversation about maybe Lowboy doing it. Because like I was at their first reunion show at Rebel. I ran sound at that show, and it was you were there, Russ. It was fucking packed. It was packed, bro. It was like 150 plus door. I was like, oh yeah, we're packed, baby. I don't even think Dawn was there that night. I think I was just running the whole.
Yeah, which is I'm really upset that she missed that.
I remember telling her, I was like, "You missed like one of the most fucking packed shows we've ever had this bar." Yeah, that was a banger. I came back up from Nashville to run sound for that show because I kind of knew. I was like, "Yeah, this show's gonna be fucking packed." But you know, the notion of kind of doing the reunion sets has always kind of been a thing for Possum because like. It's a homie fest and we do it annually and it's been kind of based around the Clarksville scene. But I always had to like, our scene was so active and we had so many things going, like, especially during some of the house show eras where we were literally throwing like a banger every month all the time. And it was a thing that was happening a lot. I had to find something just like a little different or a little special for like Possum every year. And like every year I would ask, it started even way back in the beginning because, back in the first couple of years I started, there was a little trio, Russ, called Magnum Opera. I don't know if I remember. I talked about them in our last episode or not.
No,
but they were just a little trio that was fucking fantastic, really, really good. And they hadn't played together in years. And they were all at the first Possum. And I was like, yo, we had like a drop and we had like a hole in the schedule. And they were all there. And I was like, and they're like, oh, we haven't rehearsed. And I was like, and it happened, and it was really cool. And I remember so many people remember like that happening, and that kind of started the spark of me always trying to put together, you know, a reunion or get a band that hadn't played in years to kind of come play a set or anything that was kind of in that wheelhouse. And with this year kind of being the last year, I'm going to do Possum for a minute. I wanted that to be somebody like fucking, you know, like I said, I was thinking really hard about Lowboy, and I kind of brought it up to them, and they didn't know if they wanted to do it, and because it's like it's a hard thing to go out there and bear fucking a music festival for like 3 days. Not everybody in the world is cut out for it. I learned really quickly when I got into this industry the last couple of years, because since the last time we did our last episode, I went all over the country like multiple times. I've been to fucking Coachella. I've done like all kinds of the festivals now, and I've done them like all over the country, and I see that like not everybody is cut out for that like life or doing that. And to be real with you, the majority of artists I know show up to music festivals, play and leave, and like place. Guess what? A music festival's institution, and making it happen and making it like survive and thrive is not going to happen on the backs of artists that show up and leave, even though that's what draws people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's a double-edged sword with it all. But point is, Jason Hartley, the drummer of My Friend the Ghost, he kind of like reached out to me. And, you know, the emo movement's come back so hard now. It's all like come full circle around like 20 years later. Jason kind of brought up to me. He's like, man, if we're ever going to get to play these songs again, we kind of got to do it now because, you know, we're all fucking getting old. And he's like, this is the last, you know, and he said, how would you feel about My Friend the Ghost at Possum? And I was like, hell yeah, you headlining one of the nights. I was like, duh. What kind of question is that? I was like, if I'm going to do it, it's like the last year, I couldn't think of a better, cooler reunion people have been asking for longer, Russ, you know?
Yeah.
Locally. And I mean, those guys were the culmination of the fucking Clarksville scene in like 2008, you know? Like when the Coup Days started, like My Friend the Ghost, My Friend the fucking Ghost, you know?
Yeah.
So when all those dudes kind of stepped up to do it, and Dusty and Jason reached out to me, they hadn't talked to Grant and Benton yet, and they were like, had the idea, and they said they were going to hit him up. And a couple days later, Jason hit me and he said, man, everybody's on board. And I said, then let's run it, Daddy. I couldn't think of a cooler, better, awesome local band to have reunite for Possum. So that's it. Everything fell into place, you know, as it also does.
Is Jason back in the States, or is he still in England?
Still in England.
Yeah.
He's coming in for this show.
Yeah, and that's because I after I seen the announcement, and I was like that first I saw the page up, and I was like, what the fuck? So I texted Dusty, and I was like, what is this, like a one-off type thing? He said, yeah. He said, because Jason still is going to be living in England. He said, but if he ever moved back, he said it's a possibility. Whoops.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, yeah.
I'm super hyped to get to see the set. I'm just like, bro, I've been singing these songs for 20 fucking years. What do you mean?
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, yeah, My Friend the Ghost. Fuck.
Yeah, and they just put it up on streaming, so that's cool too.
Yeah, all the unreleased, all the old stuff. Like I've had it for a bit. I got it back in the day from Dusty back in the day, but like
for sure,
I'm super hype on that. And like I said, it's a perfect timing. The whole resurgence, the whole kind of like emo and pop punk's back really hard. I don't know, bro. Fuck with Turnstile. I fucking love Turnstile. I fuck with Turnstile so hard. Yeah. I've seen Turnstile 3 times this year already, and I will see them again fucking Wednesday before Louder in Life in a month. So
did you see them at Coachella?
You're damn right I did, baby. Woo! No. I was in the pit, bro. What do you mean? Yes. Look out for me. Look out for me, bro. Yes. I fucking love Turnstile.
I'm gonna rewatch the set. And I'm gonna look for you.
It's fire. No, dude, I was next to my buddy had a guy dressed up as a hot dog in the pit at Bonnaroo, and we were like right in the middle of shit in the pit at Bonnaroo. It's at Rue. I was like, gotta go see Turnstile at Rue. That was the one set I told Tony. I was like, man, I gotta go to Turnstile.
Yeah.
Because like I had heard, you know, last summer I didn't get caught in the wave of it. My boss and shit. Like I work in the industry. We had them for a second. We had some of their stuff. And I was just like, bro, they're a hardcore band. The only song I knew from them at all was TLC for Me. That fucking super hardcore song from the album before this one. Yeah. And I was like, all right, bro, this is like a hardcore band. Like I've been around this shit my whole life, you know, whatever. But fucking I seen it at Coachella because I was like, oh, this is Turnstile. I know this, and it was all the commotion about them. And I sat and watched, and like 20 minutes in, I was like, oh, dude, okay. You just got to see him live. This is why this band fucking why everybody cares. I was like, because this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
Who in the game right now sends their media team like completely into the crowd?
Oh wow.
Like every show. That's their whole shtick. They have Trons, they have fucking screens. It's not watching the band, it's watching the crowd the whole time. And it's different when like it feels like Community, dude. It feels like EDM, Russ. It feels like everybody's here at the fucking show and everybody's here together and we're all making this special. You know?
I watched the Turnstile show from Outside Lands in San Francisco the other day, and I was watching the crowd during Turnstile's 50-minute set, and it gave me the feel of the European crowds where the whole crowd is just involved and shit, right? Like you saw some phones out, but for the most part, it was everybody just having a great fucking time. The rows and shit, and they're interacting with the crowd. The crowd's interacting back. It's just that's a cool thing to see.
Really, really cool. And seeing them this season, like, I don't know, I fucking was super about, like, so the moment they, you know, my friend, I was like, all day, bro, any pop punk, I'm here for it. Because, like,
dude,
the thing with them, I guess they, you know, hardcore has always kind of treaded that line with pop punk and some of that shit anyway for years.
Oh, yeah.
When you look back on that. But I also get, like, super new wavy vibes from them. All the fucking synthesizer on the album's all a fucking Juno. And like that's all Brendan, like the front man plays Juno and all that shit. So it's just like 80s weird synth on shit. So it sounds super new wave to me, and all the fucking big ass Jackson guitars through like 5150 with chorus pedals. Like, what, bro? Run it! I'm here for it all day. But I was impressed by that. So I was kind of caught up in. I was super down for the. I mean, the reunion was going to be good anyway, but the moment it came back, now I've just been jamming the songs. So it's been.
So I'm happy they're going to do it, man. Like I remember talking to Dusty about if they would ever do it, and he said, I don't know. I mean, we never say never anymore about any band, really, because you never know who's going to pop back up. I mean, right now you have, you know, Lowboy's back after 20-something years, you know what I'm saying?
Insane.
I remember, you know, I saw them when Mike Souza flew them out from Sacramento, and they played a Rival Fest. You know, Sub Method, it was Lowboy, it was Flood, it was FSN, and this band that opened up called Subject to Change.
Behind Subway?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was the second Rival Fest. And it was basically the locals saying, fuck Riverfest, because you won't let us play your Riverfest, then we're gonna play Rival Fest. And Rival Fest was big production, stage, lighting, everything, right? Fucking great turnout.
Right across the street.
That's amazing.
Right behind Classic Q.
Yep.
Nice.
One of the coolest old scene moves of all time, Russ. Mm-hmm. Forever giving you guys props for that one.
That was fun. But no, you know, I had booked My Friend the Ghost. I had done 3 fests in Clarksville myself. I did 3 and I called them Underground Meltdowns. And I did the first 2 at the JC building. And then the third one, I made it 2 days and I did it at the Coup. I think I had 15 to 20 bands between both days. It started at noon and it went until the last band played. Well, I got My Friend the Ghost played. The dudes in Framing Hanley, they had a side project called Lover's Ball. They played. And there's this. Aniston played. Remember Aniston?
Oh yeah.
You know they played. Oh, yeah. Not to mention my band.
Save me now. Honestly,
Cody.
I can't have the conversations about My Friend the Ghost without mentioning Aniston, to be real, because they were like so part of the same era to me. You know.
Yeah. They all had the same swoop too.
Oh yeah, they sure did. They sure did.
Yeah, it's crazy because you got, those are all good dudes, all homies of ours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I'm still friends with all those dudes too.
Yeah, and then
they were all talking about a reunion. When they seen the My Friend the Ghost reunion, they literally were all talking. They're like, "We need to do a reunion." And I told Cody Parrish, I was like, "Bro, all day, that'd been sick."
I mean, get Blake back in town, and they can get Aniston.
They're just down in like Louisiana. It's not far.
Yeah, they're not far. Yeah. So I booked a Lost for Words at the Coup one time, and we had them play last and had My Friend the Ghost play in the middle. When we got done with the show, Maddie from A Lost for Words goes, "Hey, next time we play here," and they're gonna have to open, but they're gonna headline because they brought the crowd. Like, My Friend the Ghost brought they brought people out, man. MySpace days.
Yep. Dusty was
Eric,
those
Eric,
early
check
days,
out
bro.
My Friend the Ghost. They're on
Yeah,
Spotify.
Yeah, I pulled them up. So yeah.
If you
yeah.
look it up,
They're
there's
fun.
the Possum Stock. There's actually if you go to our IG page, there's a playlist too. There's a official Spotify playlist.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
So they're on there.
I was looking at the lineup this year. You know, Quiet the Entertainer. How many times would you say he's played? Has he played almost all of them?
Not all of them. Greg's played half of them, around
Okay.
half. The first couple, the early years that Zach and all them were really helping me with production on a lot of stuff and like doing all that. He was really in with them, so he would play a bunch of them back then. And then he kind of stayed. He still stayed connected to Clarksville through like the house show era, and like with me and Lawton, because me and Lawton have always stayed friends too. Because I mean, we're both in Toxic Patterns together. But he kind of stayed connected to both of us, and then he became friends with Jason and Patty from Wicked Good, so he did some stuff there. And then Taco was doing stuff up here, and Dawn, and he kind of was always fun. So Greg's like kind of always been around. But I brought up because he's doing a special set. He's doing the full band set.
Oh wow, cool.
That's the whole thing. That's that because he's played a bunch of times, but I was like, yo, Greg, like I want a Quiet Entertainer orchestra set. Because he does it, and he does like a full EDM fucking dance hip hop set with like a full band, and it's fire. And he was like, "All right, well, if I get that, you know, I want a fucking good slot." I was like, "Bro, you got headline." Like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it sick. We'll do it right. And he got a Christian Malone, who's like a insane bass player, aficionado, like band leader guy here in Nashville that does all kinds of stuff. He had like a cool little. He's like a string section and like a drum. It's gonna be like a whole fucking thing. But super excited about that too. It should be like a really cool blend, ending all like the full band stuff, and then coming into like EDM for the rest of the night. It's kind of like the middle ground between the two. We got My Friend the Ghost on at like 8, and on the other stage right after My Friend the Ghost, we got Under Clouds and Surveillance. They've been dropping a bunch of new music. They've been
they're good.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. We got them playing right after, and then back on the main stage, we got Quiet Entertainer Orchestra, and then there's a couple hip hop sets back on the little stage because right after Quiet Entertainer Orchestra on the main stage, it's all DJs. It's all just DJs for the rest of the night on that stage. But for the side stage, there's a couple of hip hop sets, and there's a little secret, not so secret set happening at like 1 a.m. on the small stage Friday night. So,
yeah, well, you could tell me about that off the podcast if I remember.
No, it's the last time Whiskey Angel's gonna play.
Well, I was about to say, didn't you guys do a reunion a couple years ago to play Possum?
Well, we did the first year we came out of COVID, we played, which was like 21. We played real late and like did a set then and kind of had fun with it, but it wasn't anything serious. And then when Jacob Marcus got really sick, we played a little benefit for him because he was one of us for a minute. He was in our band for a minute, so we played a benefit for him. But now, just because I'm going to be taking some time away from doing Possum and stuff, we're going to do it just because, like, we kind of want to do it. We haven't done a Whiskey Angel set really in, like, we did, like, a couple months ago, back in March, the Heavy Change and Captain Molasses were on a bill together. So at the end of the show, we were all just kind of there, and we're like, and we played a couple songs and had a fucking ball, and they were like, yo, we want to play Possum. And I was like, yeah, well, it might be the last Possum for a minute. So everybody was like, yeah, we want to do it.
So damn. So you and Ian are doing 3 sets.
Me and Ian are both playing 3 sets. Me and Ian are playing in all 3 of the bands we are in together.
I know. Toxic Patterns, Whiskey Angel, and THC. And now he become an official member of THC within like the last year or two.
Okay, so the songs that we had talked about last time, I had been working on for a while and recorded. We had a record done, and I had gotten right around the time we did the last podcast is when I got my new drummer, Julian Fleck. And he was like the guy that kind of like pushed me and like hard to come. He's like my best friend in Nashville. Julian's like my best friend down here. And he's been my drummer now for like 2 years. But kind of kept hitting it hard with him and trying to get through. And like we wrote some like stuff here and there with the other lineup. But this past winter, the 2 guys I started THC with, Matt White and Dalton Akins, they both came to me and said they had just kind of come to the end of the road with things. And it wasn't anything personal against me. They had both just had like a lot of stuff happen in their life, and they had their own band. They wanted to avert all their attention to that and stuff. So, and I was down with that. We'd kind of plateaued in a lot of ways creatively together. We've been playing together. I've been playing with those two guys for like 5 years. And like I said, we were both kind of pulling in different directions at that point anyway. But me and Julian had came in with me with THC and like really, man, let me tell you, having a drummer that cares about what you're doing and like gives a fuck and isn't somebody you gotta like push to do things, but is like eagerly doing things and is like pushing the train, fucking night and day difference, you know? And having Julian do that, and Julian's also the other face of the band now. Like we're the ones that go out, we're the ones that go see other bands, we're the ones that like, get involved in the community and stuff. Julian does a lot of stuff with me, so he was really, really like special to find in that regard. But we played just a couple shows this past fall. We released our record, we played Exit In, we played a couple other things. And through the winter, the other two guys just kind of came to me and said, hey, you know, it's kind of time for things to end here, and we're going to go back doing our own thing and kind of doing it regularly. And so with them leaving, I asked Julian, I was like, do you still want to play? Julian was like, yeah, let's find somebody. The young cat that I've been playing with also a couple years now, Michael Davidson. He plays with me, and he plays with Lucian and Isaac. He plays with Still Moves. Okay. He's a keyboard player, and he's phenomenal. He's great. He's a church player, so he's in church all the time. He's great worship. He's fire. Great musician.
Yeah.
And he came too, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm not trying to go anywhere. I want to keep playing. So I said, all right. And we had some really, really good gigs like booked this year already. You know, we're playing MB Rollin' like tomorrow, this coming weekend. And then we played a festival back in Indiana in Julian's hometown. We opened for Confederate Railroad. So like we had some like bigger gigs because we're classic Rocky and stuff. So but I kind of called Ian out the gate the moment those guys quit, and I just told Ian, I was like, Matt and Dalton just quit. These are the dates. And Ian was just like, all right. There wasn't even like a discussion, you know. I was just like, yo, I need you to do this. And he's just like, okay, yeah, done. Yeah. Okay. Ian went to playing guitar for me again. And
that's awesome, dude.
Luckily, back in just about a month before the other guys left, Julian, my drummer, it was his birthday, and we had like a little celebration here in Nashville for him. And he had a longtime old band member come to the show. His name was Colin. And me and this guy like super hit it off. And Colin works at the Gibson mod shop. So he works for Gibson Custom Shop, and he's worked there for like 7-8 years. He moved down here from New York. We hit it off. He and I like spent that whole party like talking and meeting and then when these guys quit and I got Ian on, I was like, still got to find a bass player. Julian just looked at me and he was like, bro, ask Colin. And sure enough, he messaged Colin, and Colin was like, yeah, I'm not playing with anybody, bro. Let's run it. Because Colin's a fantastic player. He's a big synth guy, plays hell out of guitar, plays shit out of bass, plays everything. It was just like, I'm not playing with anybody. I want to play with somebody. Yeah, let's do it. So I got my brother back in, and I got a phenomenal jammy prog synth rock guy that's super badass and multi-instrumentalist. And to be honest, Russ, like, it was the most fire we've gotten creatively in like years. It came out the gate, like me and Ian kind of sat down together and we're like, all right, what do we have? And we're like, oh, we have, you know, records. We have so much stuff that we never like did more with from doing Whiskey Angel together for 10 years. And in a lot of ways, like the music definitely like transformed again. There's a tinge. I don't know what it is, but there's something that Ian brings to the table creatively with me. And there's like a way that Ian and I like create together. And it's, everybody I've shown the new stuff to, they all really like it. We haven't released any of it yet. We've been going through like getting everything really tight, and we've gotten like 5 songs. We've got 5 new songs recorded. We've got all this stuff ready, and like we're just trying to be smart about it because, you know, I got to play the TikTok game. I got to play the content game. I got to do all that shit that you got to do nowadays if we really want to do stuff, you know. And that's and we're kind of, and even Ian and I have talked about it. We're at the age now. We're both in our 30s, and it's just like, you know, we want to play cool shows, but you know, you gotta pay the piper to play cool shows. So that's kind of where we're at. To say the least, it's the heaviest stuff I've made in like years. So I think you'll really like it.
So it's awesome. Hell yeah on that. But I think you always have that one person that you're connected with, you know, that you can write with. And since you've been with Ian for so many fucking years, you guys are like stuck, you know. You can have an idea. He probably already knows it before you even say it to him. Dude, you know?
It's like we complement each other. So even the way we play guitar is just like built around each other, you know? And like, it's a different sound.
he has a rad stage presence too when he's
It's honestly, I'm super hyped. If you can make it next weekend, this weekend, if you can make it to Possum, you'll get to see us too. And like me and Ian have this new stuff we're really excited about. It's different. Honestly, when we get done tonight, I'll send you the first single.
Hell yeah, dude. I really like the new logo. New logo's fucking sick.
Thank you.
Who designed that up?
Ian lives right on the Cumberland River. He lives he's right next to the river out in Palmyra, and he spends a lot of time out there.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, he was like fishing one day and was like walking on the bank, and like fishing out somewhere, and he like seen a foot or two out in the water. He seen like kind of submerged a little bit this big fucking old padlock that was like 150 years old. That was like from the 1860s, 1870s, like right darkest, some of the darkest periods of our country's history. And he found it and he like posted about it. He's like, look at this fucking crazy old lock I found. And I was like, that's really tight. And he was in the band. He's already coming to the band again at this point. And Colin was in, and we were like working on this new stuff and getting the new sound together and kind of formulating things. And I knew that we needed like a new logo. And when Ian found that lock, I was like, yo, he sent us pictures of it. And there's like a little logo on it from the company that made it.
Okay.
And I said, that little logo. And I took it and I told Ian, I said, hey, make like a little rough thing, like a little design of like our name in that little like weird symbol. And he was like, okay. And he did it. And he's like, something kind of like this. And, it was like, looked all crayon-y. It was like very thrown together. And I said, yeah. And I said, let me give that to somebody. So my friend April does some graphic design work for us. And I just kind of had the idea off the rip. And I was like, hey, do you want to take a little stab at this idea? And she was like, yeah. And a couple hours later, she sent us that. And everybody was like, what? Yes. And I was like, this is, fuck yeah, this. And it was perfect. And it was kind of fate, So
it's kind of like 70s-ish, it's like the 70s style, the way that the font is,
the letters. When she kind of asked, she kind of what we were going for. And to be honest with you, I think the main thing I told her was like, I wanted the name in the circle around the weird shape, And if you look at, I think the inspiration I sent her, I think if you look at the Black Keys stuff from like 10 years ago, fucking the Ryman. If you look at their name on the bass drum from that Ryman show, like it's the same kind of, it's very similar-esque. And we make like, now that Ian's back in the band, dude, we're making like fucking heavy ass, like stonery. So it just fits the aesthetic. It was all right.
Oh man, we should have got Ian on this episode too.
Man. Have kids running around coming up talking to us the whole time.
Yeah. So like, yeah, because that logo, it reminds me of like the Bill Graham flyers from back in the 70s and 60s.
That's
perfect.
That's exactly what we were kind of aiming for.
Yeah. So I want to mention this real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit more about Possum and then move on. But I heard a story that a Bendorf ran into Brendan Brown from Wheatus, and he didn't have anything going on like that Sunday, I want to say, and he came to Possum and played something like that. Maybe the story goes.
The same year you played, 2017.
Yeah, he played the next day, and people woke up and Wheatus is playing Possum Stock.
Yeah,
that's
awesome. Nobody even.
When he played Teenage Dirtbag, I went around and I was like, this isn't a cover.
Yeah.
Ian, to be honest, we had talked about that a lot, and I was like, did anyone get a picture? And Russ, Ian got a picture.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So
I mean, that's just cool that you were able to pull that off. What did Bendorf just call you, or he just show up with them?
Well, Bendorf hit me up about it like a couple weeks before it happened.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey man, I'm gonna throw this house show and the guy from Wheatus is gonna come play. But it's Possum Stock weekend. And I was like, I'm sorry. Like I at that point I was already, it's like we're a couple weeks out, Bendo, I'm sorry. And he's like, oh, it's okay, but you guys are like having people play Sunday, right? And I was like, Yeah, because that was the first year I was going to try 3 days, and the only year I've ever tried 3 days aside from Thursday now. But I did Sunday that year, and I'll never do it again. But he stayed at Bendo's Saturday night. Bendo did like a little house show for him, and like 20 people came or something.
That's cool.
And the next day, Bendo brought him out to Possum Stock, and he played at like 2 in the afternoon to like, I don't know, like 100 of us or something.
That's dope. Yeah.
And it was super cool because I was like, yo, the fucking teenage dirtbag guy is playing Possum. That was fucking tight.
Man, Bendorf wrote some fun music, man. Yeah. I'm gonna send you, Eric. I'm gonna send you the Clarks Vegas link that has everything and everybody for like the last 20, 30 years of Clarksville.
Dude,
music.
Yeah,
that drive link is insane.
Yeah,
that
you know
played after I moved. You know, it's like,
you know who's not on there? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying all the cool shit happened in Clarksville when I fucking moved. You know.
You used to be in Clarksville then too?
Oh yeah. I lived in shit. My dad got stationed at Fort Campbell when I was like in the 6th grade. So I went to New Providence Middle School.
Damn.
And then I went to Northwest High School, graduated same year. This guy graduated from Northeast. I graduated from Northwest. So yeah.
Nice.
I think
together.
Yeah, I had moved to Nashville. Well, we moved out to like Oak Grove, but I was still, Clarksville proper until like 99, 2000. And then that's when I moved up or down the road to Nashville. Yeah.
It took me a while to get out of home too, man. I was I don't know. I was stuck on it for way too long looking back now, but at the same time, it's the same thing here. It's just 45 minutes with worse traffic.
Yeah.
I've been here for 33 years this month.
Wow.
33 years, Daddy.
How old are you, Cody?
35.
All right. I'm about to say, I've been here longer than you've been alive, boy.
Almost.
Yeah.
Now but you know what though? Like those times were fun, man. The coup days were great, man. Those are some great times.
They were. But I look back fondly on that time in my life.
Yeah, man. I'm happy for you though that you got Cody or that you got Ian back in the band. That's great. I'm happy that you guys get the jam whiskey one more time. And Toxic Pattern don't play often either, so that's another one.
Exactly. We really don't.
Is anybody in Toxic Patterns besides you and Ian doing a projects?
Lawton has plans. I just talked to him about it actually. Lawton is planning if projects musically no. He still plays with his brother occasionally in their band Molly's Backbone. Like once every blue moon they recorded some songs back in like a couple years ago. He's still working on.
Okay.
But he told me his plans in the next couple of years is he's going to try to step into being the live sound guy of like the region. Because the Hawk is getting really old.
Yeah.
Not talking the shit on the Hawk. He's just been around. I think Mark Hawkins is like 79 or 78 or something. Like he's up there. And like
he's doing Floyd, right? American Floyd.
Yeah, he's still doing Floyd, but the thing is like he's just getting too old to keep doing all the production.
Gotcha, yeah.
And Lawton told me that's what he's trying to get into. So Lawton wants to step up and be like the next face of live production in the region, kind of, which if you've ever had Lawton as a sound guy, you know that's like, oh my God, any and everybody would be like, oh, Lawton's incredible, everything like that. So,
he has an ear for music, man. It's just like
he's so talented. He's so fucking talented. He's the one that's recorded all our Toxic Pattern singles too. He's done all the production on all of that.
Oh, they sounded good. They sound
good. Dude, he's fucking great, dude. I love Lawton. I love working with him. He's a fan. He's so professional. His family, dude. I've known Nick the whole time too. I love Nick. Dude, Lawton's mom. When I see Lawton's mom, she hugs me. I love those people. They're all very, very good people.
I'm gonna say this, and then this is my opinion, so it doesn't really mean much. But Toxic Pattern, my friend, I feel like that shit can go do something right now.
I appreciate that, man. And to be real with you, we've still never released the best song we made in that band.
And that shit that's already up there is like what 3 or 4 songs, and they're fucking great.
Thank you.
Great.
I appreciate it. It's
Man.
definitely a different wheelhouse musically for me. It's
And I remember when you said this to me, you were like, "Yeah, I'm starting a new project. It's gonna be a little different than what I'm used to." And then I heard it, and I was like, "Yeah, it is different." And your voice on here is like, it's not that, that Cody Parson from Whiskey or THC. It's like you're talking more. Like it's like that kind of vibey, but it's great. I
yeah.
don't know.
You to be honest with you, I still feel like I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing vocally in that band, and like we've little insight. There's a new single dropping in the next week or two.
Oh, all right.
But it took a lot because that song's a song that Lawton and I share vocal. He takes verse 1, I take verse 2 in, and you see on all our songs, there's me and Lawton sing a lot of stuff on both of them because Lawton's always singing back up with me or singing the main lines in some of it. But learning, and like we were recording again recently, and I was going back in and I said, man, singing this is a completely different wheelhouse than me singing THC or like Whiskey Angel, because it's kind of like, and I always said THC was kind of just the natural progression of the same kind of music I've always made. So like that's the voice I carried through, and especially now that Ian's in, and like we have like a show drummer in Julian, because Julian is a fucking show drummer. Russ, he's wild and everywhere, and people love it. So if you come, like I said, I'm really excited for you to see. But
cool.
It was just a way different kind of like it's a different mantra. Toxic Patterns is so different, and I think honestly half of that band is us all just being kind of uncomfortable a lot of times, and like trying things creatively uncomfortably. I play like really odd diminished chords in Toxic Patterns all the time, and I talked about that jazz shit our last episode that I never used because I was always just like rock and roll.
Yeah,
we did Toxic Patterns, and the next thing I know, it's like I'm trying to play really clean stuff and like so I'm doing fucking like diminished chords and like diminished power chords and like weird triad shit that I'm like like palm muting playing. It's just weird. It's shit I would never do playing rock and roll, but that's kind of that was our point of doing it. But now, to be honest with you, some of the songs, the new song we're releasing is probably like the heaviest Toxic Pattern song we have. And it's definitely in like the title fight kind of wheelhouse.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like
let me ask you this then. So why did you not put down the guitar and just focus on the vocals and let Ian play guitar? You still wanted that? You still wanted to be doing something?
Man, I've been asked that a couple times by some people, and like the last couple years, the Possum Jam we do at Possum Stock. Did I tell you about that? Because the first year we did it was 2 years ago when we did it with you, like that podcast I did with you. So
yeah, I've seen some of the videos, and I've seen some pictures and shit from it. So that's pretty cool. I like that.
Well, it was basically like because I've been playing fucking my own shit for like 10 years already, and like if you play it every year, it's like you don't have a chance to like cycle through like and like give everybody a break from things. So the concept came to me, and I was like, well, my drummer, the original drummer for THC, Josh Lanham, came to me. We recorded that spring. It was like, hey, I'm having a baby. I'm about to be a firefighter. I can't be in the band anymore, And he said, I can play one more set he's like, I would love to play Possum. And I said, it's a 10-year anniversary. I would love for you to play Possum, because I'd played with Josh at that point for about 5 years. And Josh and I were very close. And I said, I would love to do like a set that is like a going away set, So I said, well, it's my 10-year anniversary. Wasn't going to do Whiskey Angel at it. We weren't going to do Toxic Patterns because we had done Toxic Patterns the year before. So we weren't going to do a Toxic Patterns set. So I said, well, Friday night I'll do THC original set with Josh Lanham. And then Saturday night I'll start a new tradition. I'll do the Possum Jam, which is, if you've ever been to Bonnaroo, it's essentially Super Jam. So it's kind of an all-star band, or in my case, I use THC. So we would just do a cover set, and I would bring guests on for every song. So, and we would do like big songs people knew, like party songs and jam songs that got people fucking lit and hype. We did some hip hop songs, but it became like the tradition of Possum Stock now. After I did that first one a couple years ago, people were like, well, you got to do this like every year. now we do it every year. Now it's been like a thing, and it's it during that the first one, I said, well, let's try something a little different. I kind of took the advice. I said, I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna focus on singing. And when I bring guests up to sing lead, I'll sing backup and I'll be a hype man and do all the front man things. Because that first jam set, I had THC, but Ian wasn't in the band yet. But I didn't want to have like the headlining set at Possum Stock without Ian on it. So I was just like,
Yeah.
So I was like, you're gonna play guitar for the jam set, and he's like, oh yeah. So I had Ian and Matt White. So I had two fucking powerhouse, insane guitar players. Why would I play guitar? I was like,
Yeah.
no. So I just ran around, like I said, had a mic and kind of hyped everybody up and was singing back up for people and being like, wah, nah, 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 and everybody loved it, you know? So,
I just think with the energy that you have when you have the guitar, I can't imagine you fronting a band without a guitar. I mean, I want to imagine this, but you would be you're already everywhere with the guitar. Without the guitar, bro, you'd run a couple miles at that show.
Well, if you look, ironically, if you look at some pictures from last year, there's some pictures of me hanging upside down out of the rafters because like that's the kind of shit I do when I don't have a guitar, you know?
Any better shit.
Northeast to Freeze, when me and Freeze became close about a decade ago, there's a pretty iconic picture from a scene show back in the day that was like packed out for my birthday where Freeze got on my shoulders and I was like carrying him through the crowd. He was like singing on my shoulders. And at Possum Jam last year, Freeze recreated it. He got up under me and picked me up. And like, I'm fucking a good 30, 40 pounds bigger than Freeze, I feel. And I was like, boy, what are you doing? So when he did that, I kind of freaked out. Then I grabbed the rafters and just planted my cowboy boots up in the rafters and fucking hung off of them for a minute, you know.
Well,
kind of caught up in it, but
I like to say that you have a look to you when you perform. You have a certain style of shirt you wear. But I need you to tell my friend here about a guitar that you have from a certain somebody with the initials of MM.
Yeah. So as Eric, as Russ said, I've played. The thing about me and my brother too, and this is something I'm very proud of, me and Ian, we started our kind of scene band back when we were like kids, you know, where I think Ian was 17 or 18 and I was 19. And kind of from the get-go from that, I was playing a red 335 and Ian was playing a gold top Les Paul. And we both still primarily use those same guitars like to this day. So people from the scene, like Russ, I've kind of always more or less had like one main guitar that everybody's seen me with the whole time I've played music. And that main guitar is a 2001 custom shop 335 from Memphis that I bought in September 2010 with the primary purpose of using it in the full band I was trying to form, which turned out to be Whiskey Angel. But I had a guy that I had spent a bunch of fucking money with, right? Because I was like, I don't know, I was like I said, I was 19 or 20 at this point. And I, from the moment I got into school, I started getting, because I got paid to go to school basically. And every semester I was dropping like 2 or 3K on gear. Because like, what the fuck else was I going to do? Like, I'm not going to be smart about this. I'm going to go buy fucking shit I could never afford before. But the cool thing about that was like I wound up spending a lot of the same money, or I wound up spending money with the same guy a lot. And I got really in with this dude named Brad that we're still connected on socials. So I'm still like, he's got kids and stuff now, lives in like Wisconsin or something. But he was staying in touch with me and like we were going over and trading gear and shit all the time, and he was holding stuff for me and like all the things. And he called me because he knew I was looking for a Gibson hollow body. And he called me and he said, hey, dude, I know you're looking for like some kind of Gibson hollow body. And I wanted to tell you, we have a fucking cherry red 335 that Mick Mars just sold us. They'd come off that farewell tour in like 2008. They played a bunch of shit in 2008 and then they played a bunch of festivals in 2009. And at the end of that like 2-year run, that whole like spin, they started it and he got sent like a package Gibson sent him like a package of like 12 guitars or some shit, and they were like, use this for the tour, yada yada. So basically, he was like, cool, I'm not gonna take out a bunch of shit I care about on the road and do this because Mick Mars is smart.
Right, yeah.
He had a whole tour package, and then when the whole thing got done, he came back, took some time off, and then when he decided to go back out or get back out, because I know he's always been like sick and shit. But he came to Guitar Center, and he's just like, I don't want any of this. This is whole tour package. Like, what do you give me for this? And they're like, ah! But they all had like all his tour badges on them. It was like all the shit still. So Guitar Center was like running with it because it was like Mick Mars.
Right.
All in all, I came in there and spent like $1,800 and got fucking a cherry red 335 that if you go back and watch like Girl Don't Go Away Mad, yeah, it was like the red 335 he's playing on that song and a bunch of songs and a bunch of videos. I was like, all right, fucking tight.
That's sick. Nice.
But then it kind of just became like even past that, man, that guitar's been my guitar now for like fucking 15 years. So
how bad's the back?
Yeah. Huh?
How bad's the back of the guitar?
Oh. Like raw, like use the belt rub, like right there.
Yeah.
Belts. It's just like all that red is just like, dude. Ask to see Ian's. Ask to see. Oh, dude, the checking, like Ian's guitar looks like it's been played for like 40 years, dude. Because Ian plays a lot more than me, and like you can tell, his fucking pickup surround, like his fucking piece of plastic, he broke that like playing. The fuck? How much you playing, bro? It's a lot.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Yeah, so Cody, do you like to play trivial games?
I mean, I can.
We have a segment on this show we like to call 7 with 7. Eric is going to ask you 7 random questions. First thing that comes to your head.
Are they random or are they music related?
They're just random.
Okay.
They can come back to music though. It just depends on how you answer.
They always do.
They always do. Any discussion always comes back to music with me and you, Russ.
Yep, totally.
All right. 7 with 7. Question 1. What's your favorite documentary?
My favorite documentary?
Mm-hmm.
The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch.
Nice. All right. Nice.
What is that?
Recently.
Yeah. I have not seen that one. Yeah.
I love the Sound City documentary.
What's it about?
That's another one.
Oh, Sound City.
Sound City.
Oh, no. Yeah. I have seen that. And I actually got the records too. There's some cool fucking tracks on that fucking thing. My buddy actually was working, my buddy Blondie, he actually worked at Sound City for a little bit. And then I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool to go there, I'll check that out.
No shit. Yeah.
Used to be a
doesn't Mr. Grohl have the recording board from Sound City? That's dope.
Yeah. Just moved it to his house. Yeah. He's like, well, we're gonna get rid of it. Let's bring it to my house.
Well, they had to build his house around. They had to build that room around it to get it was too big. Yeah.
It's too
Must
big.
be nice.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. All right. Question number 2. While driving in the car, do you still listen to local radio stations? Nope.
Dude.
I guess I'm a dying breed. I guess. So, yeah.
I dropped some money on some ads a couple years ago for local radio. I won't mention what big local radio station in Nashville I dropped money on or how much money, but I'll just tell you it was not worth it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah, see, I had this kid at work and he was always asking me, if I listen, like, do people still listen to radio? I'm like, I'm pretty sure people still listen to radio. I was like, I don't think so. And I was like, let me ask Eric if he still listens to the radio. And I texted Eric and he's like, yeah, I listen to my my sports radio in the morning.
Yeah, sports talk radio in the morning.
Yeah, so I'm like, he goes, fuck. I was like, but Eric's old too, though. So
that's the other thing. I can totally I can get behind when me and my roommate used to work together. And when I would listen to local radio when it wasn't really local. It was like XM. and we would
yeah.
listen to like talk radio in the mornings. Like I don't kind of count that. That doesn't count. You know, it's almost like podcast or something. That's not like, let me go listen to this local radio station, everything that rocks.
Well, yeah. I listen to, we have up here in Buffalo, we have 96.7, which is like the classic rock station. And then they have a morning show that I listen to every morning on my way into work called Shred and Reagan, and they're fucking hilarious.
Awesome, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they play Iron Maiden, they play Ozzy, you know, all the shit that I grew up listening to, not being classic rock, but now, you know, Maiden's classic rock, you know.
Oh, dude, fucking all the 90s stuff's classic rock. You can hear Line on the classic rock station. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They'll play American Idiot on the classic rock station. I was like, bro, this is 2003. What the fuck?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Fuck.
All right, question number 3. Who is your favorite movie villain?
Daniel Day-Lewis in Gangs of New York.
Fuck, yeah, the Butcher. Nice. That's a good one. Nice. What about you, Russ?
The bullet that killed Selena.
I'm going to say Jenny from Forrest Gump.
That's a good one, too.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. She did not deserve Forrest's love.
Yeah.
Oh, what a bitch. All right. Question number 4. Do you have a favorite sports team?
I would say honestly the only correct answer to this would be the Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
I don't know, kind of the de facto like baseball team of the South almost, you know. I don't want to act like that, but it kind of is. You know?
No, it is.
You're like a Cardinals fan or you're a fucking Braves fan in this country.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. It's like when Russ and I were in middle school and high school, basic cable in Clarksville, you had TBS, which would, you know, throw Braves games at you all the time, or we had WGN, which you could watch either the Cubs or the White Sox. And that's I followed the Cubs, you know.
I forgot about that WGN. Yeah. I didn't have. Yeah. I was living in Germany at the time, so I didn't even get 2 channels. I got 1 channel.
Yeah.
And it was AFN. Yep. And
AFN,
then if you wanted to watch a game live, you would have to wait up and watch it like at 2 or 3 in the morning and watch it live from the States. Shit was crazy.
Right. Always on the opposite side of the world. I've always kind of gravitated back, and I told like TV is the only like sports team you could ever say I was really like even a fan of would probably be the Braves. Never been much of a sports guy. I will say in recent years, I enjoy the culture surrounding hockey.
Oh yeah.
And when the Preds have been on like good streaks, like it's a morale boost locally. Like everybody's you know, and like we were watching a game fucking, I don't know, like 2 months ago or something. And I freaked out because like literally the start of the game, y'all, we're talking about puck drops fight. I was like, yes, fuck yeah. Like right out the gate. And I was like, yeah, dude, this is why people fuck hockey. It's like, oh, nope, there's no game yet. Nope, fuck, these guys are just going to fight. And everybody just threw backed up. And it was like, oh, opening the game, the beginning of the game. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's a culture thing, man. You can't beat that. Fuck.
Yeah. All right. Question number 5. Are you comfortable wearing a ski mask?
Wait. Like, what's considered a ski mask?
The ski mask.
Okay. Not the Jason mask.
That's a goalie mask.
Yeah, but I think they always say ski mask, don't they though?
No.
I don't know.
Am I comfortable wearing one? Like in which scenario? Just period?
Yeah. Could you like put on a ski mask and be totally comfortable? Not because you're cold, but just comfortable.
Probably not. I'm very hot natured, so I'd probably be like, why do I have this on? You know?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, it's too fucking itchy on the face.
Yeah.
How the guys in Masked Intruder, one of the best fucking pop punk bands to come out in a long time. Too bad they're not making music anymore, but they wore those fucking ski masks throughout the whole show, before the show, after the show, until they got in the van and fucking drove off. Yeah.
Dude, sometimes there's a 2-piece from Nashville. It's like a drummer and a guitar player that wear like ski masks, and
Yeah.
I've seen them on a bunch of stuff. I forget, Photo Youth or something like that. They're good.
Is it a female and a dude? A female?
No,
male?
it's 2 dudes.
Oh,
It's 2
okay.
dudes. They played
I
they
think-
played Oddly Amazing and a couple other places, Russ. So they're but they're from Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
there's
wonder-
a guy. We have a guest coming on in a couple of weeks who's going to be doing the episode in a ski mask
Nice.
because he's doing it in persona, and then he's also going to play 2 or 3 songs for us during the podcast.
Fuck yeah. Nice.
That's
Yeah. All right. Question number 6. What is your favorite prized possession vinyl in your collection? If you collect vinyl.
This is really funny because you guys no one's gonna believe this, but in the midst of the small collection I have, I have some Modest Mouse stuff and like a bunch of My Morning Jacket stuff and like because I work in all this band's merch. But out of all the vinyl, it's prized possession because I have it. It's my ex's, but we're not together anymore, and I lost a lot of things, and this is one thing she lost. I have a limited edition 7-inch of Wet Ass Pussy signed by fucking Nicki Minaj or by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, fuck yeah!
It's a glitter 7-inch.
Nice.
That's a win.
Buy them both. It's like worth like $800 or something.
Fuck yeah.
Waffles and pancakes are great.
They did it like right when the song dropped, and it was like limited. I think they only did 1,000 of them. But out the
Nice.
gate, I was like, that's gonna be worth a fuck ton of money one day. Get that. And we did.
Nice.
So,
Awesome. Russ, you got one?
No, I really don't.
Yeah.
No, because I don't have anything that's worth a damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. I mean, if my Prince collection, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
There you go. My prized possessions are my records, my CD, and cassette collection.
Nice. There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
Physical media, baby.
Yep.
All right. Question 7, and the last question of 7 was 7. You can be Jim Carrey in one of Jim Carrey's movies. Which Jim Carrey are you?
You know what? I'm gonna take note of all the answers.
Okay, so the obvious answer for me is Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also loved him as Hank in Me, Myself, and Irene. Where he was
Yes.
the estranged like persona of the guy that had been stepped on forever. And he like was crazy and said all the crazy shit in the movie. I loved him in that too. So honestly, one of those two. I don't know which one. Take your pick.
Nice. No. I don't
They're
think
both-
there's a
which
wrong
one-
answer.
Yeah. So if you pick 2, you pick 2. There you go. See, that's the right answer.
Yeah.
So Eric,
What's up?
so I'm gonna do this. Keep that question in rotation, and I'm gonna keep for like a couple months, and we're gonna tally up and see which one has the most movies. If
Cool.
anyone picks the same movies.
Yeah. All right.
Is everyone picked the same movies for real?
No, we
We're
just
gonna
started
find
this,
out. Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
see.
yeah.
Bet.
That
That's,
question. 'Cause
I don't
the
know.
other question was the other question that it was before that was if Weird Al was going to do a parody of your song, what song would it be and what would it be about?
He would do a parody of Scirocco and he would make it about tacos.
Hey, that was perfect. That was the fastest answer yet.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a band we talked to called Incendiary Device, and the singer, man, he was involved with like this the up and coming, like the coming up of the New York hardcore scene and Boston hardcore scene back in like the 70s and 80s.
Hell yeah.
And we asked them that question. He said, actually, hold on.
Yeah.
And somebody actually wrote them a parody song about one of their band's called, they have a song called Insinuary Device. Like that's the melody.
Yeah.
Well, a guy wrote a song.
So they had a
about
parody
it.
song already.
Yeah, here
Yeah.
I was like, damn, dude, it's like he
That's
knew.
super cool.
And it was right there that he could just grab it to
Yeah.
give to us.
I admittedly only had that on the burner because like it's been a joke for a long time. Because back in the day, this like old Hispanic guy came up to us after like this show we played, and he was like, "What is this song about tacos?" And we're like, "What? Like, what is this song about tacos? Tacos? Why is it taco?" And I was like, "Oh my god, Scirocco." So
That's good.
it writes itself.
Oh,
Yeah. Nice.
yeah.
Like I feel like Weird Al would hear that and be like, "Oh, this is perfect." Her.
Yep. Nice. And then you would be, amongst great company
Exactly.
of artists
Yeah,
that
dude.
he
We
parodied.
do a music league at our work because I work in the industry, so like everybody's kind of music heads. So there's like a theme every week, and everybody picks a song, and then they vote on it. Whoever wins gets to pick the next one. We keep it in rotation,
Oh,
And
nice.
we just did like a comedy and parody song one this week,
Oh,
Oh,
sick.
and
That's so
I
good.
did I picked "Show Me Your Genitals." Like, yep, classic internet, 20 years ago internet. Like,
Nice.
all the young kids are gonna be like, "What is this garbage? What is this crap?" I'll be
Let
like,
me,
"No, before your time, let me tell you."
let me ask you this then. We said, back on the internet, what was the first viral video you remember seeing?
Charlie Bit Me.
And I think and actually that was the first one on the internet, right? Or no? What was the first one? No, Guy at the Zoo was the
Ooh,
first.
that's a good question. Let me look.
The first YouTube video is a guy at the zoo, I think.
Yeah. I always go
That's
back
crazy.
to the Afro Ninja.
I mean, that's a
What
good
about
one.
Yeah.
I like the chocolate. The chocolate rain guy was always cool.
Yeah. The
Right.
first
Well,
one
what's
I
that,
remember,
man?
the first one I remember is definitely Charlie Bit Me.
Yeah.
I had that conversation with
Oh.
somebody the other day. And do you remember this sneezing panda?
Yeah. I can
Charlie
picture
Bit
it.
Me. And like
There was.
Trogdor, Homestar Runner.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude, that's the second time that it's been mentioned on here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have a
That
cat
show's
named
great.
Trogdor, so
That's amazing. The Burninator.
he was originally owned by Russ. You remember the band Resistance House Band, the zombie band from Clarksville?
Yeah.
The guy, the frontman of that band, the main dude, John Sims Jones, Trogdor was originally his cat, and I adopted him when John moved to Nashville.
Oh, sick.
So Trogdor's like 17 now or something. He's old.
Man, I saw somewhere. Who is it? Oh, was it Exhibit? Whose cat's like 21 or something weird, silly, and it's just like chilling, like like it's nothing. I'm like, they're like, how the fuck is this real?
Dude, we had a cat. She passed at 23.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, what's
my entire
the
life?
average lights?
Oh,
cats?
dude, I'm not sure. Yeah.
No.
Couldn't tell you.
Like with a lot of those animals, like the cats and like small dogs, like it seems to me right around 16, 17 is when you really start they start trying to like kind of go out. I had a Burmese snowpaw cat, and I only know it was called that because I had a buddy whose mom was into cats, and it was a whole thing. Anyway, we got him from some shit in the paper or the peddler back in the day, and I had him for like 17 years, dude. So, and he was like around for nearly forever, and he passed right, I guess a couple years before I moved down to Nashville. He passed right around COVID.
Oh,
damn.
Wow.
The peddler.
You said the peddler. I was about to say. So I mean, and every other and cities all over the world have like their local little penny savers or whatever. But
yeah,
most of the time, people just grab stacks of that shit to use for packing stuff in there. Packs of glasses. Go down and get some peddlers.
Yeah, all the old newspapers we can get. Like we use all that kind of stuff, and because like I said, we work in merch, so we have barrels of scraps and shit that we use. Like, oh, here's a bunch of plastic wrap and bubble wrap and this, and I got to wrap 35 vinyl, and I got to send a comp to this person in Fanheiser, Maine, or what the fuck ever. It's shit like that all the time. So
Jesus.
You like
But
that
it's cool
job?
because I get to see cool stuff. You know, I can't complain. And to be honest, the best part of it is working so close with like so many of those artists and stuff. Oftentimes in town, we can get comps for shows.
Oh,
So I
nice.
live in Nashville, so like I fucking to be real, I most shows I attend I don't pay for.
Fuck yeah, that's
I
awesome.
don't
Why
have
are
to,
you Why are you talking to us right now? Why aren't you at Pierce the Veil and My Chem?
Cause to be real, I'm working louder and like working bourbon and I'll see him then. I'm not
Yeah,
tripping on
yeah,
it. And to be real, I don't want to go to a show in Nissan.
yeah. Especially today, since it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside.
Yeah, I'm getting all that, like 100 degrees outside. And like, I
Yeah.
don't know, Nissan shows suck. The sound sucks.
I've
Even if
only
it's
been
like
to
full
two.
band, it sucks. Like,
I saw GNR there and Chris Stapleton, and I saw that past Metallica, Limp
I was like,
Bizkit,
did you go to Metallica?
Pantera.
Did you
Yeah,
go to Pantera? I was gonna say, did you go to Pantera night?
I went to both.
Huh?
I went to both nights. Yeah, I spent $1,000.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I also paid that. I also paid that for Prince too, though. So,
Well,
I
that
mean,
yeah, fuck. I
that
would
would've
do
been
that
worth
for
it.
Prince. Yeah,
but
yeah.
that was that was only one night.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know worth it, friends.
Oh, it was worth it. I got to see the man twice. I was happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. That's somebody I wish I could have seen.
100%.
But how many times have
yeah.
you seen my morning jacket?
October of last year was their last time playing Nashville, so that was number 16.
Damn.
Okay.
And then I'll see them again next month or month after next in October. I'm going to Florida for Halloween.
Oh, so
They're a Friday night headliner at Halloween. Their Friday night headliner, Pretty Lights is Saturday night headliner, and Geese is Sunday night headliner. And I super fuck with
Lights.
Geese. So yeah, and Pretty Lights is like that jammy kind of EDM funk project. Like
Yeah, it's
super
great
good,
because like
cool band.
I remember the first couple albums that the pre-light stuff came out before like I went back and when they kind of got big. And that's
Yeah.
that early stuff was really chill.
Yep. It's all pretty like it all feels kind of chill. It feels very like just jammy and like kind of
Yeah.
like groovy shit, like full guys just kind of like playing, which is tight, you know. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to lean more into that angle a bit now, a little bit anyway, maybe a little bit heavier than that, but I feel like there's kind of a middle ground to be found in like the jam world and like the psych rock world. So
Yeah. So why are we taking a break from Possum Stock?
So since I moved it to Red River, my production costs have kind of went up a lot.
Uh-huh.
It stopped being so much like me throwing together two stages in a field, with generators party, and I had like two stages with power and like a full campground, and like everything had to be stepped up a little bit. So it did, and production costs have like rose a whole lot in the last 5 years alone. Coming out of COVID, my prices on things like porta potties and stuff started to double, and then in the last like 5 years since COVID, like they've like tripled compared to when I started this. Like I used to be able to get a porta john rented for 3 days, brought in on a Thursday, picked back up on the following Monday for if I got more than 5 of them, I was paying $55 a piece, and you know how much to rent one porta john for that long is now?
How much?
$233.
Jesus.
So do that times 12, at a minimal, for 4 days. And you add things like when you have two stages with full power and full means to do that, that means you can have two full fucking PAs, and you need 2 to 3 to 4 people to run that for 3 fucking days. And then you got to have somebody running the gate for all that time. You got to have somebody, you have a paramedic there. To say it like lightly, Russ, like I don't have anybody else, man. It's still just me. And like it's not grown enough around me. And it used to be like, I think there was a long time the way that I ran things, like I could justify because like we had such a strong community. And even if like I was biting production in a lot of ways, a lot of my friends were like playing for free. I was still able for the rest of the year, like 3 other times I was seeing some of these bands that I had on my festival. 3 other nights of the year, I was giving them paid shows to a big community that gave a fuck, you know? And a lot of times, like, that was the thing. And sometimes they'd be like, bro, if you give us $50 for gas, we're coming to Possum. Because, like, people made, they were there. You make different relationships with people when you go out and do drugs with them in the woods. And that's kind of like the fucking truth. And like Matt TV, my roommate, he's the frontman of a local band in Nashville called Video Vixen. They fucking rip. Go check them out. He's kind of the one that said that. He's like said it to me. He's like, there's not enough people in Nashville that like go out in the woods and do drugs with their friends. And I was like, it's the fucking truth, dude. Because like people don't do that shit anymore, unfortunately. Like it's just not something that's like done enough. And I feel in some kind of capacity, Russ, like I've been one of the last remaining dudes around that's really like cared about that kind of shit. And after COVID, and I told you kind of when I was leaving a couple years ago, and we did our first episode on here, I told you like where I was feeling like, you know, I had just outgrown all that being in that role for so long. When the new era of kids were coming in, and I was, you know, the institution. I was like, fuck you, old person. And I was like, I had an identity crisis about it. You know, I was like, fuck, man, what am I gonna? When did I become uncool? Why am I uncool now? What happened? And I was like, oh, it's because the natural fucking order of the universe, dude. You're like 34 and you've been doing this for like ever. And to me, to these kids, I'm just like this asshole that's been here forever that really doesn't know what he's talking about. So like, you know, and like that's okay. That's the way things kind of went. But then I kind of wondered, you know, who am I without all that stuff? You know, without being the local Clarksville music scene guy that I had like been for nearly a decade. Well, and I came down here and things just kind of like fundamentally really started to change. I seen that like unfortunately a lot of people never showed up for me. And I whether or not that kind of can be said to me not doing enough or to me like taking on different kind of roles and maybe like taking a back seat to like socializing because where I am in life, maybe I'm just not ready to go spend all the time talking to a bunch of people and like playing face because like whether anyone really wants to admit it or not, like half of the music industry is about the hangs. And like when that kind of stuff starts falling away, I didn't have the institution that I had built for a decade. So I didn't have the web of a network and like the backbone to support something like Possum Stock anymore. And after I left Clarksville, we've had some cool stuff like happen back home. You know, the Boneyards opened up doing metal shows. Yeah. There's people doing stuff and stuff went in different directions. But I just didn't really recognize that a lot of the stuff that I had been around for and a lot of the old institutions that I had been a part of were really, really like falling away. And there was people that I had been doing stuff and doing this with for nearly like 20 years who's like 8-year-old kids or 15-year-old kids or 20-year-old kids run around now. And it's like, okay, this is where I'm at. So it was just an obvious time for the change. And when I got down here the last 2 years, I realized that I wasn't there to cultivate the community that needed to be there to make Possum Stock like sustainable. So ultimately, money, man. Like at the end of the day, like the first year at Red River, I wound up owing out like $1,100 at the end of everything, which wasn't like terrible, but definitely still not a place I optimally like want to be doing anything where I'm like, I'm not making money off this, you know? And then the 10-year, my partner, because he was kind of the one that stepped up and really wanted one of the bands we brought on, and they just like didn't pull their weight like at all. And I kind of started getting more insight into how some of this stuff operates and on the scale when you try to go bigger and when you try to bring in bigger acts. And like, I lost a lot of money the last couple of years, and I'm just not in a position to keep doing that. And to be real, I'd mentioned like working in the industry. I've been in merch now for like nearly 2 years. I moved down here to work in it, and like I turned down like one of the best opportunities I'd had in my career thus far, like to do Possum this last time. I would have been out on the road with Megan Maroney, like country pop star. She's doing $3 million worth of merchandise a night, and when you're doing that kind of fucking money, like I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what kind of music you're making because you're making me a fucking fat paycheck.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
I wasn't able to go on that tour because of Possum this summer, and that's like the only thing that stopped me. And was like having Possum Stock and having to, because I would have had to come back and like it was just never worked out. And they were like, you know, we love you, and I busted my ass in this like field to try and get somewhere, but I realized I was like, man, I'm doing this to my detriment. So I've gotten really in with Warner Music Group now, and I'm like really in with Kent. He's Shinedown's merchandise manager, and
Okay.
he does merch managing for like Green Day and some other like really bigger acts. He's on the team. He's not the main dude, but he's on the team for My Kim. So I'm connected to a lot of places like that now, and kind of the move. Hopefully next summer, if I don't have Possum like on the books and have like a concrete date, my hope is to try and go out for some like really major tours and do some stuff and see some insight to the industry and stuff. I don't really know the direction like if that'll foster anything like musically, because sometimes you know the industry works that way and you can be behind the scenes and get somewhere from putting your ass in, you know, putting your work in that way. But other times it's just a roll of the dice. But I know the main point was when I realized and sat down this year and kind of crunched my numbers, and I was like, man, I'm losing way money.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to lose. You know, that's not good.
And like,
either be in the red or be, you know, break even, or, you know, make a little bit, you know.
Dude, that's just what I've said to everybody. I've been like, man, I don't even want to. The last couple of years has always been a loss. Since I went to Red River, it's been nothing but a loss every year. And if I can just swing this last one without fucking, if I can break even, I will cry. I'll just be like, yay, you know, like shit. So
what you do is you ask the Boneyard if you can rent that place out for the weekend and just do Possum Stock inside there.
We'll see. I definitely plan on doing something with him and working with him at some point. But I don't.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I'm at a different point in my life now too, where like I can't go get in a van and drive 4 hours away to play for like no guarantee and stuff anymore. You know, I can't do that kind of stuff anymore. I'm 35 years old, and like I have like a lot of, and that's at the end of the day, it's a weird thing to be reminded, because I was always up back home. I was always back in Clarksville, and I wasn't here. And sometimes a lot of people still love to remind me of that, you know. But it kind of is what it is. It comes with the territory. I'm playing heavy music again, so that's making me feel good about a lot of things, Russ.
Yeah, and you got. I mean, I'm happy that you're there doing that, because we don't need you not playing music, my friend.
I appreciate it. Well, that was like another thing too, is like I was getting introduced to everybody down here as like the Possum Stock guy. And like
yeah.
I noticed in conversations, like when I was meeting new groups of people and when I was meeting people like at objectively higher levels of the industry, or however you want to say it, like people were introducing me as just like the dude that runs this festival. And it was never like, here's the dude that's fucking like had a band and making music for fucking nearly 20 fucking years. Like it was never about my music, you know?
Yeah.
And like comes down to it, like, do I want to talk to people about my festival so they can like kiss my ass and try to come play for the small community I've tried to build for fucking 12 years? Or like, do I want you to like talk about something else? So
yeah. Well,
but it's trying to be optimistic too. You know, I'm not trying to sound like a pessimistic prick or anything. So, but like, it's just trying to be realistic about like where you are in life and where we are in things. So that's really it.
I mean, so this will be the last one then for the near future.
That's my plan. That's kind of my plan. I don't know if anything drastic will change that. I don't know if somebody will come out of the woodwork, and like if somebody came out of the woodwork and like offered to partner with me and was like, yo, do this, and like let's make this fucking big. To be honest though, Russ, I want to kind of change the formula a little bit.
I'm about to say maybe take the year off and just for the next year just do a whole new restructure on it. Yeah,
that's kind of my
new game plan. I
would like to get two really solid headliners, like a Friday and Saturday night headliner, and do honestly like optimally one stage really, really well, and have like 4 or 5 bands Friday and like 7 or 8 bands Saturday, and then like do the 4 DJs every night, just like block it off in 4 hours from like 11 to 3 or what the fuck ever. I think all that shit works really well, and like there's certain formulas I've seen work, but unless you start bringing like bigger names in. There's just like there's not a lot of backing. Homie Fest just don't work unless you have a community built like behind them.
Yeah.
And like that's really what it is. And like with me not being there, it's just like not as prominent anymore. And it's just like if that's not there, I don't have a scene to like give them the rest of the year. So
like I would say definitely make a new game plan, come up with something different.
And
then you might come back bigger and better.
Well, luckily for me too, it kind of like fits the aesthetic that like Possums Play Dead.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So like, it's a whole thing.
Did we talk about this on the first podcast about the name of Possum Stock?
Yeah, it's based. It was Possum Holler Road, Adolph McFall Road in Palmyra.
Yeah, I know you're talking. We had that conversation. Yeah, because me and this chick were driving down there, and we saw a possum, and we yanked it, and we didn't realize that we were on Possum Holler Road until we got to the other end.
Yeah, that's cool.
But in that time we actually parked. We parked in the middle of that road and just went. We were on LSD. We went and walked. We just walked through the fields out there, right?
Yeah.
Left the car in the middle of the road, like on the side, like not in the middle, on the road with the doors open. We don't know how long we were gone for, and came back. The car was still sitting there, doors open. Like, what the fuck were we doing? But yeah,
having misadventures, Possum Holler, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great place.
I really tried to get them. Like, really
yeah.
Oh man, I tried so hard. I was pretty much barking up Lloyd's tree like all winter.
Bro, if you got Lloyd to come out with Possum Holler, man.
I know, dude, that would have been. I know, Possum Holler, Possum Stock. I can't do any better. Like, come on,
Eric. Do you know Lloyd nicely?
Name does not sound familiar. No.
He was in the scene. Well, he wasn't in the scene. He was just a musician in like the 90s in Clarksville. He's a couple years young. Probably about a year younger than me, 2 years younger than me. And but he runs. He was in this fucking badass band called Possum Holler.
Okay.
Holy shit! Check them out, man.
Like, Psychobilly.
The dude from Lamb of God was really Mark Martin or whatever his name is. Yeah, he was really into him, and he was in their video too.
Oh shit! Cool. Nice.
Yeah, they had momentum there for a second. They were killing it.
Dude, that was so dope.
They're dude, I still go listen to that album.
That's so fucking great, dude. Great album.
Fire. It's really good.
Yeah, Lloyd is a talented motherfucker.
He owns Mom and Dad's Music in Clarksville. He owns the guitar shop in Clarksville.
Does he still have that high end one still too? Yeah.
The Guitar Haunt.
Yeah. Lloyd, man, what? Yeah.
You walk in that room. Fucking $1 million guitars on the wall.
Did you ever see Streetcar Conductor?
No, Sleeping Car Conductor.
That's what. Yeah. What did I say?
Streetcar, Sleeping Car. It's Sleeping Car Conductor. Yeah. I never got to see them, but I definitely have some like live cuts from them from back in the day. From like
we played with them. Yeah, they've been around. I'm sure now there's still somebody put that up somewhere that there was gonna be a show. People are like, wait, what? Because like that's how it was. It was like they were one of those bands that kind of like Jungle Fever. They just play random. You never know when they're gonna play.
Yeah. It's wild when like there's mystery like acts like that in a scene, and there's people that just pop up and they're good, and they just like disappear. And everyone's like, who was those guys? Like nobody really knows.
Who was those masked men's? Yeah.
It's a cool thing.
Amigos falling from the sky.
It's a cool thing to have a bunch of kids like all fucked up and riled up, and then all of a sudden you bring a bunch of strangers in that just like blow their face off. I had many years of doing it. It's very, very fun. It's entertaining.
Dude, fuck yeah, it is. Like the Coup. That's where I used to book all the shows back in the day, man. And it was good times. Good times.
Bangers.
Well, Cody, I hope you have a successful Possum Stock this year.
Thank you, sir.
I hope it goes above your expectations.
If you're not doing anything, Russ, I'll put you on the list. Come next week. Come this week.
All right, but this week.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of them be listening to. They're like, wait a second.
Yeah, wait a second.
But yeah, man. Cody, you have anything you would like to plug besides Possum Stock?
Yeah. Make sure you go follow the Heavy Change on all the socials. We've been kind of ramping everything up to do this rebrand and to do this whole new era. And like, I'm really, really excited about this music. This is, in a lot of ways, this is just like Whiskey Angel 3. It's just like me and Ian together again, like making, and even the music kind of sounds like that. Everybody I've showed it to is just like, oh, bro, this is new Whiskey Angel. And I was just like, maybe kind of. No,
you know what this is? It's like Whiskey Angel is put to sleep, and you and Heavy Change is like what it's blossomed into.
It's really what it feels like. That's what it feels like. And like I don't know. I'm excited. I'm gonna send you this song. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Actually, can I email you, Russ? Can I email it to you?
Yeah, that you want it pod@gmail.
You want it? Yeah, I think it's yeah. You had messaged me from it. I'm gonna reply to it from this other one.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'm glad you came on, man. It's
me too, dude. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You have a long ways to catch up with our most guest.
Most guest. How many times have they been on?
It was 6 or 5.
I think Dwayner's been on for 6. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just like he popped in on one, and he's just a cool guy. He's our Canadian buddy.
Hell yeah! I just sent it to you. If you want to play it on the end, if you want to plug it on air.
Yeah, man, we could do that. Our boy's name is Dwayne Regretsky.
Dwayne Regretsky, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's a fucking good play on that. That's great.
Yeah. Canadian Fire. A. Hold on a second.
Canadian A.
From Alberta.
Yeah, man.
Alberta.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah, we'll play this, and then we'll sign it out. I gotta set it up though. There we go.
I'm excited. Like I said, I think this is kind of more up your alley, Russ.
Okay.
All my friends that play heavy music are the ones I've been excited to like show this to. So
heavy. I like heavy music. I like all music though.
Me too. Man.
We all do. You gotta like all music. To be a great musician, you gotta respect all.
You really do.
Cool ideas. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to get off a lot, all smart and not. Here it goes. Oh shit. All right, cool. Well, again, thanks for stopping by. Eric, we're gonna listen to this little ditty here by Jack and Diane.
No sucking on chili dogs.
Oh man.
Certified at the source that so much hideous bad music may be put on record forever.
Get heavy, boy, to bear this load. Creature speaks at night and whispers. They call you home. You better cry yourself to sleep. And I saw the writing on the walls. Heard the dragons whisper, I watched stars fall. You better pray better fall down to your knees. The words were written in the book. When the days of thunder, the earth is shook. You better pray your sins away. Wash away my sins. Take your medicine. Take it.
Dude, that was pretty
Nice.
fucking dope.
Yeah, dude. That fucking rips, man.
Thanks,
yeah.
man. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
You can. I mean, there's that one part, and you can hear the fucking keys just going off. You know?
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's
That-
Then
what
they-
do you think, Russ? Is it kind of in the? It's kind of more whiskey
Well,
in your
yeah.
wheelhouse.
You know, I was gonna say something. I always it has like some Thin Lizzy feel to it too. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
Um,
Yeah.
But here we
Yeah.
go. Your voice, and I don't know if you've ever been told this before, but I always mean to tell you this. Your voice reminds me a lot like a Faster Pussycats lead singer, Tammy Down.
Dude, I heard that today when I was listening to the
Yeah,
the
right. Like he
THC,
sounds
yeah.
like Tammy
Yeah.
Down from
Yeah,
Faster
yeah.
Pussycat.
I was
dude.
like, holy shit, man. Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. I haven't heard that one yet, guys. Thank you.
Dude.
Cool.
No, that,
I
that-
mean,
and that's-
I listen to hair metal all the time, and I was like,
oh yeah, yeah. I
man.
grew up on that shit. So
That's
yeah.
I think
Faster
it's like
Pussycat.
undeniably a huge part of like the formation of my sound in
Yeah.
a weird way because like
Well-
man, I was really obsessed with Dio
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
like really hard coming out of like all the 70s rock. And it's funny you say Thin Lizzy because like dude, Thin Lizzy's fucking they're on the pyramid. They're up there with Petty somewhere. They're fucking up there.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah, for sure.
That whole movement of like where all those worlds collided. And like honestly,
Yeah.
fucking Van Halen, bro. Van Halen fucking
Yeah.
forever rips forever. Like
Yeah.
fuck everybody, Van Halen. So I feel like there's always a little bit of like, especially when me and Ian are together, Russ. It's like, I don't know. There's always a little like Kiss in it. There's a little Van Halen in it. There's a little like,
Yep.
you know, it's that a little more.
Nice.
It's
Fuck yeah.
it sound you got that fucking stoner doomy vibe to it too, kind of Black Sabbath. I was like, wow, it's like there's
Yeah.
so much shit going on in that song. It's killer, man. Good job.
Cool. Thank you. But that's kind of more back in that direction.
Cool.
Fuck yeah, man.
No.
That's sick. I'm looking forward to hearing the rest.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. Well, shit. We'll get you back on when the
Yeah.
new music starts.
Yeah, we'll do it.
dropping,
We'll
and,
do if you guys want to in like 6 months or so. I'm down. Like
Yeah,
do
man.
something
Get
around,
you
like-
and get
Sure.
Ian on.
That would be
Okay.
awesome. If I can get Ian on,
Yeah.
dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can have
Well, cool,
we have-
brother.
oh, we have fun. Well,
Yeah,
Cody, I
guys
appreciate you,
fucking with me
man.
tonight, man. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
man. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Wow, that was a good combo, huh?
Yeah, dude. I missed a lot of cool shit when I moved from Clarksville up to Nashville.
Yeah, but I think at that time you were more into that was your rockabilly phase, so that scene kind of wasn't
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But
I was definitely in my rockassilly phase for sure.
but yeah, I mean, it was cool, man, to be part of that too. To see, I mean, I'm seeing, I'm booking these shows like we've booked I booked Ringworm here,
Yeah, yeah,
Cancer Bats I booked here, Tony Danza, Lost for Words, like a bunch of
yeah,
bands, but I liked that. And I got to see a lot of the newer bands. That's how I got involved with all these kids like Cody now because of the
yeah,
bands. And yeah, it's a good scene, man. I'm gonna send you that link, and it's
yeah, yeah.
wild.
Please do. Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
write you a list of who to check out.
yep, yep. So
What I was gonna say early on there was the only band that's not on there, Taking Under.
ah,
But we
Taking
weren't
Under
really.
never did Possum.
Yeah, we did, but we weren't
Oh,
part.
okay.
No, but the Clarksville Drive, it's been
Oh, gotcha.
around. It's
Yeah.
been around for like a long ass time, and people just keep adding their bands to it. But
Ah,
we were never. I don't think. I guess I don't know. We just never did. I don't know. Weird.
gotcha.
But anywho, but yeah, it was good times back then, man. It's good times now too. I mean, they got a good scene still now.
Yeah,
so
for sure. That's great that yeah, Clarksville doesn't have to rely on Nashville for entertainment.
I mean, it's cool that even with the arena downtown, you've getting bigger names coming here. Like, Breaking Benjamin, they could have played Nissan. I mean, they could have played Bridgestone, but they came to Clarksville and played F&M Arena,
yeah,
and
yeah.
ZZ Top played here. And what's the
Well, I
Ventulis?
mean-
The Ventulis guy?
Yeah.
What's the puppet guy's name?
I know who you're talking about, but yeah,
Jeff Dunham.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. I mean, it's a military and college town, so I mean, it makes fucking sense.
Yeah, I think we're at a 100 and something thousand
Yeah.
people here. It's wild though. Clarksville's growing, but anywho, yeah, it was a good time talking to him, man.
Yeah. Great dude, solid dude. He's a good fella. He's a good
I'm gonna say
fella.
he just likes what he just like. He's like me. He likes doing what he likes to do, and
Yeah,
if he's not gonna do it half-ass either. He's gonna do it. He's gonna put his whole heart into it,
for sure.
He made a point though. He's like, after they get these new singles out and shit, you gotta make content. Yeah, that's true. You got to do it if you want to do anything nowadays. You got to make content.
Yep.
I have a suggestion for you. Like, I could say it here. You know what you could do too.
What's that?
Like, this is just getting different ideas. You don't have to do it, but play like get your guitar out, like your electric guitar, and play like a 45-second or a minute and a half second of you playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like why the music's playing over, you're playing with it.
Gotcha.
And then throw it up there. You're like,
I have a ukulele version of Fested that I'm.
Yeah, there you go. See,
that
I'm
gonna put up. I'm gonna send you the recording of it that I did.
I think I used to have it, but I don't have
okay, yeah, because I'm pretty sure I probably sent it to you when right before I moved. Yeah,
it was pretty good. Yeah, because that's when you recorded it because you had it out.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It's right over there, my ukulele. So
maybe Eric, you can play it for the watchers out there. Okay.
Yeah, not tonight. You put me on the spot.
No, not tonight. Not tonight. You got to get ready for that.
Oh yeah. I got to get a Hawaiian shirt on. I mean, shit.
It's not like us putting our guests on the spot when they play 7 with 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, all those questions hit. There was no. There was good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I like the Jim Carrey question.
Yeah, that one's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking myself, well, fuck it. If we do it for the next month and a half or 2 months, that's only 10 episodes, and it's be like, and it'll be one. Just think of all 10 episodes, somebody had a different answer.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, man, we got this done. And next week, what we got going on next week? Next week we got, we got another mic.
Too many mics.
We got too many mics that sing with mics. Rex. Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. It's Mike from the band Cold Rex. He's the
Ah.
vocalist and the guitarist.
Nice.
And then I got my buddy Will Bolduck from the band Vicar Blood from Cincinnati, and they are metal. They got a female singer. She's brutal, man. Pretty cool.
Metal. Olaf, metal.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
No, Olaf, metal. Girl thinks sexy.
Nah. Dude, that's so great. I need to watch. I liked all the Clerks. Clerks 1, 2, and 3 were great.
Yeah.
It's just because I look at it as different parts of our lives, and that's exactly what those movies are. Like
Yeah.
when we watched the first Clerks, that was us coming into our trying to be adults, acting like that.
Oh yeah. Being 18 and
Yeah.
wanting to be 21 or 22, and yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's Kevin Smith. I think our age group, because we're close to Kevin, he wrote the shit that we were all familiar with, man. It's like everything, every movie, we knew those situations,
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why
why
had
kids.
the same conversations with our friends at one point in time.
Yeah. We didn't text each other or call each other.
We called on the phone.
Yeah.
That was tethered
to the wall.
Another
unless
machine.
you're rich, and then you had the fucking one that was cordless.
The cordless phones, man. Yeah.
They're about as big as the Zach Morris phone,
Dude. I was thinking about it the other day because I was listening to the Get Up Kids, and it was like when I was listening to the album 4 Minute Mile. I was still living with my parents, and we were living in Oak Grove, and I remember Oh Amy. I put that on our voice, our answering machine, so like it would ring and ring and ring, and then all of a sudden you would just hear, "Forgive me for running off a," and I remember getting a message from my dad on the answering machine that was like, I don't know what fucking song I don't think he dropped an F-bomb, but he was like, he started making fun of the way Matt was singing. He was like, change it now, change it before I get home.
That's good. I used to when voicemail became a thing.
Oh yeah.
When it first started, I used to set up people's voicemails. I'd be like, I'd play like for this girl, we did an NSYNC one where I played the music.
Yeah.
Like, hey, thanks for calling the NSYNC hotline. Press 1 if you want to speak with blah blah blah. Press 2 for this, right? And they're only gonna press the one thing. You don't know what they're gonna do, and then you always go.
Yeah.
So I made those stupid things. Or you'd be like, this one, you play your song.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Can't get to the phone right now, but I'll get back to you, and you put it back up and let the music play.
Oh yeah, dude. Shit, I remember like a song, that I didn't own, and I was like waiting for the video to come on MTV and be like, stretch the phone towards the living room where the TV was.
Do you remember Movie Phone?
I never used it, but I do remember, it always makes me think of Seinfeld when fucking Kramer was doing Movie Phone. Yeah.
Dude, there was this thing, or there was this one that was just like Movie Phone, but you can what's the word? Punch in like the name of an album or a band, and then it'll list their albums, and you press what album you want to listen to, and you press that, and then it'll be like, what song number, and you put in the song number, and then you can listen to the song on the phone.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, like if I had call waiting, and I was waiting for somebody to call, I'd have to call like Movie Phone or call that music line, so it wouldn't ring and my parents wouldn't hear it. I had to wait on the whole, and be like, oh shit, and then reach over, call waiting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those were good days.
Yeah, dude. Good times. Memory
my friend,
lane.
good night tonight, and we'll do it again some other night. Next week, maybe. Nah, oh yeah, dude. Too much metal for one hand.
Yep.
Is that what they say, right? Too much metal for one hand?
I think so. Yeah.
You know, I'm going to get my knuckles done.
Are you?
Yeah.
You gonna get adios, fatso?
Dude, that's funny, isn't it? So funny. Like if I wanted to get attitude, I can get them on my hand, but I got to go through everything. But always wanted to get overcome, but then it just doesn't work out at the end because then you just have come on your hand and then it doesn't work. Just doesn't go right. So.
Yeah.
Like, hey, shaking your hey, I got come on you now. Oh my God. That's a fucking dad joke if I ever did hear one. All right.
That's how you know it's the end of the night, folks.
Yep. Till next time, peoples.
Be cool and party on.
And if you ever see later.